Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some projects that I made using ScrapDivaDesigns new dies release for September. These just came out today, so now you are able to purchase them. And of course, if you guys are going to get anything, use the code Carolina for 10% off your order. But I actually incorporated all of my dies into a journal set that I was making for Halloween. And so I was like, this is absolutely perfect. So I want to go over what dies that I used, and then I'm going to go over the journal sets that I made. And I do have two available. They're both going to be available in my Etsy shop in case you guys are interested. But let's get started. Okay, so this new die release is so super duper fun. It is focused around Halloween and I just love it. So the first one, or one of the dies that I used, is the Witch Hat memory decks. Now I of course did not make mine as memory decks just because I really don't do memory decks cards or anything like that. But I used this part, and obviously I used this part and I just like cut it out to be able to have this witch hat shape, and I made cute little like embellishments that I was going to use actually. I was going to use them as a little tag, but then I ended up not using them at all because they were a little too big for the little journals that I'm going to share with you guys that I wanted to use. But die cutting it out once, this in the like a glitter cardstock, and then cutting this out twice, I was able to get two little witch hats. Now you could turn this into a little tag, a little bookmark. You can just make the memory decks card out of it, but yeah, I used the negative piece and I was able to get two little witch hats. Now this you could also turn into a shaker. You have the layering piece to turn it into a shaker as well, so it would make a great embellishment. So you could also do that and add this as a cover, to add this to the cover of an album or something like that. So you don't have to use it as like a tag or a bookmark, but it could just be an embellishment for a little album or anything like that, or even in like a scrapbook page. So that is super duper fun. And then you also have the words here that say "Witch please," and that would be really cute as well. I ended up not using these two, and I have more here that I cut out, but I think I might want a purple, but I haven't decided yet because I want to use it with the new paper from Scrap Diva. So I just included another layer here, and I'll probably do like a purple layer background once I figure out what purple I want to use from my stash for that. So that's one that I was going to use, but I didn't use. Then this die set, the 3D coffin gift box. This comes with a lot of dies. Now I did not turn mine into a gift box. I just used the first sheet here and I made cute little tags, or not tags, little what am I saying? Little like journal cards. But you get a lot of layering pieces here for the coffin. So the outside, the inside, you get this cross you could decorate with, or you could decorate with a spider. You get the layering pieces for that as well. Actually, I didn't even realize that was there until now. I could have used that. But anyway, I just used these two mainly, and you guys are going to see two of them that I used in my project in just a second, but I did use the negative piece as well, and I was able to make two more. So by die cutting this out like kind of like twice, or at least this just two times, I was able to get four of these little coffin things. Now these are just going to be journal cards I could add into other Halloween projects I'm going to be making this month, so I'm just holding on to these for now, and I'll add them into my Halloween stash. But I did use that, and you guys will see that in my project in just a second here. Now I also used the candy bag topper in the small size. I did not make a bag topper, but I made a cute little candy embellishment. I used this little candy, and I did cut out the bag topper, but then I just cut this straight off after I layered that on, and I made a cute little embellishment, so you guys are going to see that. I also made some little journal cards with this stamp set. This is the coffin stamp and die set. Okay, hold on. I cut this out by hand. I thought it was just a stamp set. I did not even realize, I'm reading it now, it says coffin stamp and die set. I did not even realize this comes with a die. Well, that would have come in very, very handy. Oh, I could have made it into a cute little tag. I should have looked at that better, but I really thought it was just a stamp set. Oh my goodness. Well, okay, now I know for next time. I definitely have to make some tags now because that is absolutely adorable. I love that you have the option to make it a tag as well. Oh my gosh, so cute. But I just thought it was just a stamp set, so I had cut it out by hand. Well, you don't need to cut it out by hand. There you go. And then this was not part of the new release, but this was a previous release from last year, and it's the Spiderweb mini album. Now I die cut this out with the two smallest layers, and I turned mine into a pocket. So I ended up cutting it in half, and for the two projects that I'm going to share with you guys, I used a half on one, half on the other. I also used this cute little spider as well, and it turned out really, really cute. So that was from a previous release, so that was already available, but these ones are all new. So I'm going to have all the die sets I used down below, and now let me share with you guys the projects that I made with that because it is just so adorable. So here is one set. If you guys saw my previous video, I really liked making this journal set. I did it in a strawberry theme. Well, I found some more paper in my stash. I mean, these weren't like single sheets, really. I think I took it from some kind of paper pad, but I took just one sheet and I turned it into this little journal set. So you could see they all kind of match. This one I flipped inside out. The same paper is on the inside. So where should I start? Let's start with this little pocket that I made. So I made this little pocket here. This is what it looks like. I did stitch around it here. And then inside here, you've got a bunch of goodies. So here is that coffin again. Now, this is the first one I made, and then this one I made with the negative pieces. So it turned out really, really cute, and I was able to get a couple of those. So those turned out really super duper fun. And I'm just using the gold ones in my pocket. I also have this little journal card here that just says trick or treat. This right here, I printed. It is a bingo Halloween themed card. I printed it from Creative Fabrica. I will link it down below. Now, I got like the subscription for the year for Creative Fabrica. I think it was like 40 bucks. And everything else I download now is pretty much free for me to use. So I was totally fine with spending the $40 the one time for the whole entire year because I have downloaded so many things already, you guys. I highly recommend it if you guys are going to want to get some stuff. So this was free, and I just printed it on some 65-pound weight cardstock, and I thought that really went well with this. And then I had this scrap left over, like an orangey kind of scrap. And so I just cut it down to size, and I put a little sticker that says Happy Halloween that I had in my stash. So those are going to go back in here, and I just love that. It's a cute little pocket. And you could put whatever you want in here. I mean, if you're giving this to somebody, you could probably put like in a hot chocolate, or you could do a little tea bag as well. Like you have different options of what you want to, what you can put in here. But it's just so super duper fun. So there is that little pocket. Now with that journal set, I also have this right here. Now this is a little pocket for a tag. So same paper here, just outlined with some of that orange, which is where I got that scrap from. And you've got a tag in here. So you could use this as a bookmark in a book if you want. You could use it as a bookmark in a planner, a journal. You could probably use it as a bookmark in here as well, and then you're going to have some peeking out. So you could use these together, or you could use it separate. I just really like it, and I thought if this were mine, I would probably just take that bookmark and use it in an actual book. And then here's the back. So you could write on here with, I think, like a dry erase marker or maybe a Sharpie. I think Sharpies come off with alcohol, and dry erase might just rub off easily. So that's something you would have to test out first. But if you are reading a book, you could just take a couple of notes down, or maybe write down your favorite pages or whatever. So I thought that was super duper fun. So that lives in that little pocket there. And then I've got these two little journals. Well, I guess a bigger journal and a smaller journal. So here is the bigger journal. It says trick or treat here, just a sticker from my stash. I have a little sticker up here just because I cut this paper wrong and that had that little hole there. So I have this kind of sticker on both sides to cover that up so you don't see that little hole. Totally forgot to add in my handmade logo stamp before I laminated it, so they are not there. I have a ribbon tie closure here with just like this orange from my stash. And here I also added in this paper clip that I got from Amazon. I just love it because you can attach a little pen and it's perfect for the journals. I'll have these paper clips linked down below because they are fabulous, and it is just like a little pen holder, just like that. So I thought that's super duper fun. And then I have this little mini pen also from Amazon, which works out great for my project. So I'll link both down below where you guys could get the paper clip, and if you guys want to get the little pen as well, you guys could do that also. So that just attaches right here. Well, I have it attached right there, but honestly, you could attach it wherever you want. So this opens up like this. Just like my last one, you have a little bookmark here as well. So you could take this out. You could use this in a book as well, or you could use this to document what page you're on. But the last one I did with the strawberry journal, I just did a straight stitch. This time I decided I wanted to do a zigzag stitch, and I feel like it holds a little bit better, though it sticks out a little bit more. But I actually like that because then you'd be able to know which page you're on, and it just stays, I think, a little bit better. But anyway, so that is that little bookmark that I made, and here is the journal. I have some little embellishments throughout here. I just have a little paper clip here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add one of the witch hats here because there's nothing under this paper clip that doesn't really fit. I mean, it can. We're just gonna add that witch hat there. That's cute. And then this goes like this. Here's where I use that spiderweb mini album die, and I use the cute little stamp set and turn that into a little journal card as well. And I have that just tucked in here. That just turned out so cute. I can't wait to use this in like an album as well. I have done the pocket in an album as well before and actually used it as like a pocket, the spider web. So that's super duper fun. But I think this turned out so stinking cute, you guys. How adorable, right? And then here you have lots of space to journal, to add photos. I do have more spaces in here that have like little pockets and things. So right here is a little tuck spot. And it says spooky, and then I have a little journal card right there. And then up here, this was like a scrap I had left over, so I wanted to include it as an extra journal space. And that could be like a little hidden journal space as well. And then I did little hearts here for the bottoms of these. And you just have plenty of space to journal, to document the Halloween season, the spooky season, which I just love. Here I made a cute little belly band, and I had this piece. This is where single-sided paper comes in really handy. So I was actually just using my Halloween scraps that I have had left over, and I was able, and they were like single-sided sheets, so I turned that into like a little booklet, and it's absolutely perfect. Then here, just have a book page, writing pages and things like that. Here's that little candy die. So it's from the candy bag topper, the small size. And I just made a little candy and turned it into a cute little tuck spot with a little cut apart here. And I thought that was so fun. And if you guys saw my previous video, I dyed all this paper recently. So that this one's like the coffee paper. This is the orange. I dyed all of that. Here's the pink. So I shared with you guys how I dyed my paper. And so this is the project I had in mind when I was dyeing my paper. Then here I have that little spider here. This is from that spiderweb mini album die. You get a little spider. Oh, I forgot to add something in here. What can I add in here? Okay, we're just going to add in a cute little tag right there just to have something in the pocket. And then this goes like this. Oh, skipped a page. Isn't this so fun, you guys? I love this. And then here I have a larger pocket with a cut apart and a larger tag. Here's the center of the second signature, and I did a little pocket this way, and again another little journal spot right here. I did do some decorating in this album, or in this journal rather. Then we got this, another little stamp. This one says if you've got it, haunt it. The other one said trick or treat, and a top corner tuck spot, I guess, top corner pocket tuck spot, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I just love this so much. I love this journal set and how it turned out. And then you also have the little mini journal. So this one says October 31st. I have this cute binder clip with the little hearts, and that's how I'm keeping these closed. On the bottom here, I've got a little candy corn bead, and then I've got a couple of other beads as well, just to decorate that a little bit. And then throughout this, I don't have pockets or anything, but I added in little stickers for some extra decoration. And how cute is this? Isn't it just so stinking cute, you guys? I just love this journal set that says Goal Friends or Gal Friends. Little cat. This is the center. And I just think this is so stinking cute, you guys. So you could get the whole entire set. That's how it's being sold in my shop, not separate pieces or anything. I made it as a journal set, so I'm keeping it as a journal set. And this is just adorable. And if you guys are doing like boo baskets or anything for your friends and whatnot, this would be something great to add into a boo basket. I think it's just so cute. And then if you guys just are really into Halloween and you want to be able to use a journal and document all your Halloween activities and festivities for the month, I think that's adorable also. And then obviously you could just take one of these and do like a little to-do list for the season, grocery list, whatever you want. But you could use it for whatever. So that is one of the sets that I have available in my Etsy shop. And then here is the second one. Oops. So here's the second one that I made. And again, I have similar elements in here. You're just going to have different kind of cut aparts. It's slightly different bingo card. Oops, I got to glue that down. Okay, so I've got this little card here. I've got the bingo card. Again, that's from Creative Fabrica. I'm going to have it linked down below. If you guys would like to get anything, it is an affiliate link. So I do appreciate it when you guys use it. Here I have a little journal card, and then again one of these little coffins using ScrapDiva dies for the new month, or for the month from her new release. So super duper fun. I just love being able to incorporate like these fun little shapes and things like that. It is just so much fun. Then here's the bookmark, and this one just says welcome my pretties. And I've got some seam binding here, which I totally forgot to mention is from my Scrap Cabin shop. I'll have her link down below. And you guys can use the code, I think it's Carolina10 for 10% off. But double check in the description because I'll have it listed there as well. So you guys have the correct code if you guys would like a discount for that. And then here is the journal. It says trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. So then this opens up. So cute. And I forgot to mention that this is a tutorial by Treasure Books. So I'll have it linked down below in case you guys would like to use a single sheet of paper and make your own journal set. I originally got the idea from Heather from Covered by Grace Creations. She had shared it before and I was like, it's just so cute. So after I made my first one, I just kind of went hardcore and decided to make a bunch more. So I have these Halloween ones, and then there's going to be more coming soon throughout the month because I didn't finish those other ones yet. They're not Halloween themed. They're just like random themed. And those other ones are using random sheets from my stash. So that was a good way to use that up. It's just the Halloween ones I didn't have single sheets. So I took from like a paper pad. Again, you've got the paper clip with the little pen. And then this opens up like this. You've got your little bookmark here. And then here, this opens up like that. And because I added in the little witch hat in the last one, I have to add a little witch hat in this one too. So we'll just add it under that paper clip. Then here we've got book page. Here's that spider web on this one with the cute little stamped image that I turned into a little journal card. I need to make more of those because I need a stash of those in my Halloween bin because I know I'm going to be using those so much more. I love it so much. Then you've got this. Here's that tuck spot again. This is like the same as in the other journal. Super duper cute. You've got the hearts at the bottom here as well. I love that coffee paper that I made and the purple. Like you can have all these like different variations when you make your own paper, and it was just like so much fun. Here you got some writing pages. Here's that cute little candy with a little journal card. You've got the belly band with another journal space right there. I loved making these so much, and obviously you guys could see there's 2 signatures in this album, the larger one. You've got the spider here. This is another little flip out and a pocket with another journal card. So you could fill this up with photos and writing, and it's just going to be so cute. Another journal card with a tag. How fun is this? Then I had this little sentiment that says Happy Halloween, so I only glued it on the top so that you could still add in like your photo underneath and tuck it in if you would like. But it says Happy Halloween. Another top tuck, and it says if you've got it, haunt it. I have to actually do a video on my Misty because I used my Misty stamping tool to make these, but I got like that grip mat thing. So I'm gonna have to do a video on that when I make some more of those because honestly, it was just so wonderful. Nothing moved. It was absolutely perfect. So there's that journal. And then let me share with you guys that mini one I made as well. Aren't these so cute, you guys? I love it. And I get to use my laminating sheets. Oh, I'll have the laminating sheets linked down below also because you guys know I'm no longer using these Scotch ones. These ones are so much better. Oh my gosh. I will link it down below. No cracking, no bubbling, nothing. These are like perfection. So I'm using different laminating sheets. So I'll link it down below. And then here's the little mini journal. And I just decorated this. These ones are decorated on top because I had laminated them first, but still cute. And so I also added in stickers into this one wherever I thought I could add a little sticker. So I tried to do it like every 3 or so pages is what I was going for. Sometimes it's not every 3 pages, but that was the idea, just so like I could add a little bit of decoration in here. But it was a great way to use up some of those smaller stickers too from like sticker sheets, not sticker sheets. Well, yeah, sticker sheets that I had left over from collections. So that is super duper cute. So those are the 2 that I have for Halloween that are available in my Etsy shop. And I just love how it turned out with all those cute little extra goodies with the dies. And it's just absolutely perfect. I don't know how I'm going to make my other ones this cute because like I really like the spider web pocket and everything on like just the whole entire theme. I just love it. So check out all the dies from ScrapDivaDesigns. I'm going to have them linked down below, all the ones that I used, including the stamp set, stamp and die set. I'm going to have that link down below. I'll have the seam binding link down below. The tool paper clips, I totally forgot to mention. I made these also, and I do have a tutorial on those because people have asked how I make those. So I have a tutorial. I'll link down below. I'll link the paper clip here, that pen holder paper clip. I'll link the little mini pens. I'll even try to link these binder clips that have the little heart. Whatever I could find, I will link down below, including the tutorial and whatnot. So yeah, okay. Check it out, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next crafty video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.